dodging the question. Can't I pursue this line of thought any further? Warden Rowland's testimony is covered in lies. If I pick them up one by one, their true colors will surely be revealed. Didn't I get a new piece of testimony? Or no? Dogan was displeased with him. In any case, he was the one who stabbed the victim to death. Perhaps he used the chest. Yeah, I don't like you. Let's go back to the first statement. It's like the only one I have impressed, I believe. Right? Yeah. Might as well get them all out of the way. You seem very confident of that. How can you be so sure? The children in this home are all good little boys and girls. You know, except for the ones that kill people. Believe in yourself, believe in your friends, and believe in me and the guards. There's no way any of these hard-working children could have committed a murder. Oh, shut up. Quite an emotional reason. Makes sense, coming from someone like her. Only Dogan would be capable of something like that. I have no idea. Okay. Ugh, I already know you already talked about how you see the mail go past, right? That's a contradiction, but it's so vague right now, because I don't have your word from what you said earlier. And another thing that, is, what is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, the chisel. For one thing, not many people knew about that, and you said, while you were testifying, that the victim brought it. But the victim didn't bring it, Simon brought it, and yet you didn't add that to your fucking testimony. So it's like, I have two obvious objections, but because of how things are presented right now, both of them look very vague. I don't like it. I'm just gonna try some of them. I have no idea what transpired. Yeah you do, because you monitor the mail? Is that it? Where's the mail? Nah, music's still going. That statement you just made is contradictory. Oh, is there some... No, because it's vague, and I knew it was vague, and yet it wasn't a contradiction, so I thought I might as well try it. Whoa. Ugh, I'm gonna have to look over that in editing, or get something wrong on purpose again. Actually, no, not necessarily. I have another thing I want to try, so maybe I'll get that wrong too, because it's also vague. He was the one who stabbed the victim to death. Perhaps he used the chisel hidden in the chessboard. I just present the chessboard? Or present the There are traces of blood. Dogan hid it inside his dog's mouth. There's a small bell attached to it. Attached to the knife and the was custom made only to exist. No? Well, okay. Ah! Yes. Oh, I skipped through it again. I missed the thing. Oh well. I'm confused. And I'm running out of health. I'm sure it would have been a simple job. You probably had a dog supposedly. Okay, let me just look over all the statements real quick. I believe that the culprit in this case could only have been Dogan. Nothing there. I have no idea what transpired. That's a lie, but I don't think I can prove it right now. It simply could have been that Dogan was displeased with him. In any case, he was the one who stabbed the victim to death. I'm sure it would have been a simple job. He probably had a dog supposed to the body. This is the truth of the case. Like both of these statements, they're both so fishy. I know there's something wrong with them, and yeah, I don't know what it wants me to present. Knightley hid the chisel. What? No, it was Simon. Simon brought the thing. Why don't you say that on the chessboard? That's so vague. Fuck you and your vagueness. You have a better description. Warden Rowland, you certainly are sharp-witted. Hey, enough with the tittles. Call me Patty. Patty. I would rather not. There's something you were a little too knowledgeable about. Uh-huh. Embraced? You're such an inexperienced child, Edgeworth dear. Look, you bitch! Fight on, Mr. Edgeworth. You said you didn't really know much about Knightley. If that's the case, how did you know about the chisel inside the chessboard? Oh, of course. The entrance check. Enough with the poor excuses. The entrance check? The chessboard wasn't something Knightley brought with him. It was brought to him later by Mr. Keyes. He didn't even have it when he arrived here. That's my mistake. I meant the parcel check. The parcel check? Even if we assume that, there are still many suspicious points. Why wasn't such a chisel immediately confiscated? Judge Courtney, did you tell anyone about the trick to this chessboard? I did not. Oh, so how did you know? If no information about our investigation was leaked, how did you find out? You could not have examined this during the entrance check or parcel check. Certainly, someone in the warden's position would never have let a chisel slip by. Exactly. So answer this, Warden Roland. When and how did you learn about the chessboard's secret? In that case, I shall answer for you. It's because... Oh boy. What else are you gonna confess to? I'm confused. Oh, what you're gonna say is you put the chisel there to make it look like Dogen did it once you found out there was a murder, but you didn't commit the murder. That's it? I interrogated Knightley. That's how I learned about the chessboard. Oh, whatever. I guess that's the other bullshit excuse you could have made. But, please believe me, I didn't kill anyone! No, I don't believe you. Enough. It would appear that we have uncovered some vital information. I'll ask you to testify once more. If that's alright with you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. I just want to get to the end of this! I'm sick of this case! Thank you, Edgeworth, dear. I'll do my best. I'd rather you not. I'd rather you say something really stupid that gets you caught on the spot, so we can end this. I trust there'll be no lies from here on out. Don't bother. She's gonna lie. Her blue eyes are slowly running dry. Soon I'll bring out her true nature. This has gotta be the last or second last thing. Hopefully the last. Wouldn't go so far as to call it an interrogation. I always make sure to talk to all the new arrivals. Mr. Knightley, yes, we had a little chat. After our talk, he went right back to his cell, I assure you. She's piling lies on top of lies, not realizing that it only tightens the noose around your neck. You speak with the new prisoners, you say? Oh, that's right. I'm glad you understand. He's not a prisoner.
Objection!
The testimony is not solid evidence. It requires more than just understanding. Well then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, you may begin your cross-examination. I wouldn't go so far as to call it an interrogation. I always make sure to talk to all the new arrivals. Mr. Knightley, yes, we had a little chat. After our talk, he went right back to his cell, I assure you. She chats with the criminals. The warden sure is easygoing, sir. Easygoing. She killed one of the criminals, you know. Since the guy was handcuffed, it would have been a pretty one-sided affair. Warden Roland has to be the killer. I have faith in my reasoning so far. Just how do we get to that end point? Wouldn't go so far as to call it an interrogation. Always make sure to talk to all the new arrivals. At one point, I think you called him a prisoner, which he wasn't. Be more specific, please. Or talk. What did you talk about? That too. It was just trifling conversation. What kind of animals he liked, what his hobbies were, that sort of thing. Hobbies. I assume you mentioned chess. Oh, yeah, that's all Knightley would ever talk about. Now that I think about it, the note he had in his room, it probably had something to do with chess too. So you've been in his room! Oh! Warden Roland saw Knightley's note. Mr. Knightley, yes, we had a little chat. Alright, what'd you chat about? Same kind of thing as before, but okay. Yeah, what was Knightley like during the interrogation? Very honest. Mr. Knightley was... honest, pal! He also talked about a croissant and some kind of Romo. What? Oh, en passant and chess Pete promotions. Okay, I read that and I was like, en passant? What's that? I've never actually seen the spelling of en passant. I've heard people talk about it. I know what the term is. I've never seen it spelt out before. So when I was looking at that first, I'm like, what the fuck is that? But, okay. Looks like he was his usual chess-loving self. After a talk, he went right back to his cell, I assure you.
Hold it!
What cell, though? Prison cell or detention cell? If he really returned to his cell, there's no way he'd be a corpse now. I know you're suggesting that I killed him during the interrogation, but I couldn't possibly have had a motive to kill Knightley. That's what I'm still trying to figure out. Dogen was the only one I hated, and he had no connection with the victim. Oh, you just mentioned that you had no connection with the victim, so why would you have killed him? Please add the statement to your testimony. Oh. Dogen was the only one I hated, and he had no connection with the victim. Press that. Maybe he did have a connection with the victim. Interesting. Maybe that's why they were playing chess together. They're chess buddies? Though didn't Dogen say he was new to it? He could easily be lying, though. The only one you hated was Dogen, am I correct? Yes. Threatening me, and doing whatever he wants in this prison. That man, I will never forgive him. I'll do whatever it takes to corner him. And his black dog, too! They aren't fit to live in my home! Wow. I just had to wipe some spit off my screen. Don't know when that got on there. I guess I've been yelling a lot. Also, that sprite. Oh my god, how is that even? She's brimming with hostility, even towards Dogen's dog. At first glance, it would seem she has no motive for killing Knightley. However, her hostility extends to anyone connected to Dogen. Consider that the answer will naturally follow. Oh. But what kind of connection do they have? Okay, I know how this goes. I have a new statement, I present something to it. I get it. After a talk, Dogen was the one I hated, and he had no connection with the victim. Oh, he did have a connection, actually. I don't know if it really was a connection, or just they played chess anonymously, but they did play chess. Objection! I'm gonna be honest, I was worried for a second that if I presented the wrong chessboard, I would have gotten it wrong. Like, let's say if I presented Knightley's chessboard, even though they really should both work, I would have gotten it wrong. And I've gotten that paranoid in my head now because of earlier with the rope and the thing and the body notes. Yeah. But I did it right, so it's fine. Looks like a record of a chess game. Is there something wrong with it? This was discovered in the victim's cell. It was Knightley's memo. Warden Roland, you also discovered this note in the same very place. And not just in Knightley's cell, but in Dogen's too, correct? What are you? Don't say that you don't know about the chessboard in the special prison. You obviously would have given it to him. After all, you would have kept an eye on Dogen's actions down to the smallest details. No, to be more precise, it wasn't Dogen that you needed to keep an eye on. The warden was searching for Mr. Dogen's henchman. From the start, I found it strange that the warden interrogated the prisoners personally. Since he used his henchmen to threaten harm to a family, Warden Roland interrogated Dogen to expose them. Oh, so what are you saying? As you inspected Dogen's mail, you must have known that he played correspondence chess. Oh, and then Knightley appeared, with a chess memo in hand. We deduced that he and Dogen were connected. You must have arrived at the same conclusion as well. Maybe they just happened to play chess. However, you went one step too far in your reasoning. You thought Knightley was one of Dogen's henchmen, who had come to kill you. So, that's why you interrogated Knightley boy. If the boss won't crack, go after his henchman. In addition, you discovered something when you were interrogating him. Inside his chessboard, you found a portable chisel. What? No. But why? Now I'm confused. So Knightley did have the chisel brought to him? So Knightley was to an extent working with Dogen to get him another chisel. One that Roland wouldn't have known about? But why? Unless Knightley was planning on killing someone and making it look like Dogen did it? Let's just keep going and find out. I don't care enough to think about this case anymore. I just want to get through it. The murder weapon. Gordon Roll and this chisel was a symbol of Dogen, and that was the final straw. You believe Knightley was one of Dogen's henchmen and you killed him. It seems there'll be no rebuttal. Judge Courtney, your verdict.